All right, while the economy is in transition, there are still plenty of opportunities to get ahead financially. So we want to make sure you're prepared. We have our financial expert, AJ Ruffin, back with us in studio today. It's so nice to see you, AJ.
Nice to see you too.
I think this is my first time meeting you.
It is.
And I need to be talking about some finances. So
Yeah.
let's get straight into it.
Yeah.
Our economy, right now people are just scrambling, if you will. So talk about what are things looking like? Like, what's the projection, I would say, over the next couple of years? Would you say things are going to get better for us?
Well, right now, so we can look at the job reports that came out in July. It was a little softer than expected. We had 73,000 new jobs that was put into the economy, mainly in the healthcare and the education and in the small business arena.
Right.
So which is good because small business tends to run the United States.
Right.
So that is good. Also, we saw the unemployment numbers come out, which higher than was expected, but it's still historically low. We're at 4.2%. So
really,
yeah. So it's not bad overall, but we just need to be mindful of how the economy is currently going and make sure that we are in a good position with our current jobs. The great thing about this is that it may soften the opportunity for us to lower the Fed rates going forward, and that could cut down the interest rates for borrowers and potentially help investors as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
Let's talk about tariffs though. I know a lot of people have tariffs top of mind. How can families plan financially for tariffs?
Well, tariffs is the conversation that's been around for a while, and so the thing that we need to be mindful of is how it's going to affect the imports, so goods and services that we currently have. And so when we want to look at products and how things will actually cost, you want to have your budget in mind to make sure that you're not overextending yourself.
Right.
Look at substitute options when it comes down to your for your spending, so you can cut the cost down the way you can.
All right, and what about investors? How can they stay financially ahead for this season? Like, is there anything that they should be looking to invest in right now?
Well, right now, you got to look at the reports came out on the ISM index, which tracks businesses and how businesses project growth going forward. So that report came out and it's showing that the investors are still around the growth territory.
Okay.
And so when it comes down to investing, always look at your long-term approach.
Yeah.
Don't haste to make any giant moves,
Yeah.
because you can move out of something that can be potentially good for you going forward, but also reassess where you're currently at. Make sure that you're on track with your goals and your spending going forward, so that when it comes down to your investments can achieve your ultimate dream, which is to get to retirement.
Yes. And my last question for you, I know we're in back to school season.
Yes.
A lot of people are getting ready, and getting geared up. What can parents keep in mind as they start spending for back to school? I mean, we're already in there. Already probably had that. But
when you think about it, school come around the same time every year.
Yeah. So plan
ahead, because teachers do a great job of putting out lists of the supplies that the kids would need to make sure they're equipped for school. We know that kids grow over the summer, so their clothing size are going to change, shoe size are going to change.
Oh yeah.
But plan ahead, but also take advantage of your credit cards. Now, this is very dangerous, so you got to be very disciplined to do so. Make sure you pay the credit cards off at the end of the month, but you use the credit cards to make sure that you're taking advantage of the rewards programs and the cashback programs that they have on those credit cards, because if you got to use the money, make sure it works to your favor, not against you. So that's what I would recommend. But just be mindful of your budget, reassess your budget at all times. Talk to your kids about their budget and their spendings and their habits going forward, so they'll be prepared for when the time comes for them.
Yes, sir. I got you. Thank you so much.
Thank you
it was
so
always
much.
good to see you. And we'll be right back after this break. Stay with us.